Welcome. I'm Jennifer Bartlett, the project scientist for Astrophysics at the Science Explorer, which is the expansion of the astrophysics data system into heliophysics, planetary science, biological and physical sciences, earth science, and of course, continuing to support the astronomy and astrophysics that we have been known for 30 years. We are very excited to be supporting all of NASA science now. SciX is, like ADS, an expansive digital library, now indexing more than 30 million items, and not just papers. We index data, software, proposals. We match preprints to the publisher's version of record so that when you are reading an abstract that interests you, you can get to the full text as quickly as possible. We link to data and software so that, again, when you have found something that interests you, you can get to the tools that will help you understand that work and allow you to build on it as quickly as possible. When you are using SciX as a digital library, you will want to choose your discipline. And there is a drop-down menu in the upper left corner. And that's also in the upper corner of the poster. It shows that example. When you choose a discipline, you customize the interface to make it comfortable for the way that you probably think about search, the way you think about your science. But you still search the entire corpus, all of our records, but we will also in your results give priority to things that are in your field. So, for instance, looking at seismology, it means something different to an earth scientist. They're probably more interested in plate tectonics, volcanoes on the earth than a planetary scientist who's interested in Mars quakes and moon quakes and things throughout the solar system. A stellar astronomer hears seismology and they begin to think about pulsations in stars and the sun. So those can bring up different topics to the top of the list, but you still have access to all of those choices. Then when after you've selected your choice, it will be sticky, so you only need to make that once. But if you want to mix things up, you can also change it at any time to see how things might be different. Then to begin a query, you can use a quick field, list of some of the things that are most popular in your field. Types of searches, there is a drop-down menu that lists all of the fields, and there are quite a few of them. Hovering over it will give you some idea of how those are used. Or you can build fairly complex queries using collections of those fields, or just type something into the search bar and see what happens. Using fields will always give you more control over your results. Once you have a list of results, then there are quite a few filters that will help you narrow those results to get exactly what you want. And within those filters, when there are a lot of choices or complex choices, those filters are searchable. If you are an experienced ADS user, you'll remember that there was always that line at the bottom that was see more choices, see more choices. This is much more easy to use. It opens a box. You can put in a search term and find the criteria that you're looking for. If you see in your results a paper, a data set, a piece of software that interests you, you can go and click on that, enter the abstract view, and that again is another way of exploring and going further. Of course, you can get to full text in many cases. You can see the references and the citations, how that paper stands within the literature. You can see its metrics, how influential it has been. We have data products, so you can go to the data or the software. We have added keywords for the astronomy collection so that there is a single controlled set of keywords that covers all of astronomy data, software, papers, regardless of publisher or time, and we will be rolling those out for other disciplines in the future. Also, we now have single-click cut and paste citations as well as the more robust set of export options. And you can see that there are multiple DOIs here. We have combined the preprint and the publisher's version of record together in one place, so you're not guessing which version you're working with. Also, when you have a set of papers going back to that results menu, there's some exploratory choices, and that gives you access to some visualizations, another way of exploring the literature and thinking about how it relates. You can visualize author networks, and those are shown on the right-hand side in more detail. These are useful for trying to identify possible collaborations. If you are looking to join a group, how often do they work with people outside their immediate network? Or perhaps if you are trying to eliminate reviewers, see if there's conflict of interest, another use for it. You might want to look at the papers that you've selected and look at their citations over time and see which ones are the more influential. That could be a results graph in the lower left corner of the visualizations. On the right lower side is the paper network, and this is looking at subtopics. It can help you narrow your search, or it can help you identify papers that you might need to add to your literature search, things that they know about that you don't. The concept cloud in the upper right corner can be a fun way of showing your research for a public presentation, and another way of thinking about and visualizing the topics that are covered. If you are familiar with ADS, longtime user, we appreciate your support. Do not panic. We've got you covered. Your notifications, your libraries, your links, we have that all supported. You just need to log into the SciX website using your current credentials, and your libraries, your notifications are all there. And when the ADS website itself is phased out, we will do the forwarding of your links for you, so you don't need to make any changes there. As you can see from the screenshots on the poster, the look and feel of SciExplorer is very familiar to ADS users. And yes, the classic interface is still available if you choose the Astrophysics discipline as your discipline. That 3-tab is there for you. In the center bottom, you can see the ways of connecting with us. There is a link tree for more resources to learn to use SciExplorer effectively and efficiently to accelerate your research. But please come see us. We have a booth in the Hyatt alongside NASA, and I would love to give you a demo, answer your questions, and help you accelerate your research. Thank you so much.